Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, it's all in the title. I've just been feeling really crusty lately, to be honest. I have just been having trouble taking care of myself. I want to say like for the last few days, for the past week, but really it's been months. It's been postpartum. Like I've had this thing where I've kind of been in survival mode. Besides when I'm like, obviously, getting all ready and getting very presentable or glammed up or done up to bring myself to my social media and to do my work with that. All the mother days, girl. I haven't been doing my hair. I haven't been changing out of my pajamas. I've been skipping my skincare routine. I've just straight up crusty, okay? Just being in the like thick of motherhood and, wrestling with my mental health a bit. And like I said, that like survival mode is a very comfortable place for me to be. I like grew up in that. I spent all my 20s in that. And it's like, I so easily get back to that place where I come absolutely last. Taking care of myself comes absolutely last. And that is something I really want to overcome. Obviously, self-care is not just superficial. It's not just about putting on makeup and using products and dressing nice. Self-care is also very much an act of addressing the inside, loving on what's going on beneath the surface, taking care of your mind, taking care of your heart. And I didn't know this video was going to get so deep so quick. I'm sorry. I have a tendency to do that. No, that's also things I'm working on too. We'll get into all that, okay? We'll get into all that. But today, I want to feel like a woman. I want to feel girly and pretty, and I just want to give myself a refresh. I want to play with some new makeup. I want to have some fun. So let's chat and let's get into it. Thanks for coming to hang out today. Before we go any further, you know what to do. Stop now. Please give this video a like. If you aren't already, consider subscribing to my channel. I upload all about beauty and real life. I try to walk that line of bringing them together, and I'm growing my community and I'm growing my channel, and I would absolutely love to have you here. And please don't wait till the end of the video to leave comments. Leave comments all throughout if something I'm saying is resonating with you. I want to have a dialogue and I want to engage with you guys. So let me know if anything hits today. Let me know if you're going through the same and we're in this together. Okay, now let's get into it. So the first, if the only thing I do sometimes to get ready is I curl my eyelashes because it just opens up my eyes and it just makes a huge difference. I usually don't even press record until I've at least curled my eyelashes. Huge difference, right? I just wish they would stay curled with mascara on. I also have this thing where I like to have like a little drink while I get ready. So I'm gonna whip up a little iced chai and I'll be right back, okay? You go ahead and get a drink too, okay? Yes, that's the sound of heaven. The second thing I do, if not the first, probably should have done it as well before I hit record, is put on some sort of lip balm or lip mask. This is the Fenty Ice. So this is a lip plumper. I like to put this on before I do makeup because it just really hydrates and moisturizes my lips, and then it gets them all nice and plump and juicy. It just like primes them, and then I can wipe off the excess before I put on my lipstick or whatever I'm wearing. Lashes curled and a little gloss, a little shine already helps us so much. I'm rocking my natural nails today. I just painted them and I've been liking to keep them down really nubby and short, my natural nails, because this little baby, I keep having to chase him around and pick him up and grab him, and I have to, man, he will not let me change his diaper. It's like a freaking WWE wrestling match every time I change his diaper. And when my nails have length and they're sharp, it's just, we're more prone to poking and stuff. And I don't want to scratch my baby. So I've been enjoying my little short nails. They also chip less when they're this short because they just hit stuff less. We're gonna dermaplane today, or AKA we're gonna shave my face today. I bought these Chic Hydra Silk dermaplane wands. This is like a nice weighted one, and then it has like the refill blades, and I figured this would be a better choice than to just buy the disposable ones and have to continue buying them, because that's what I had done in the past. So all I've done is I showered, I did like my favorite body care. I'm actually like treating this as like a little reset day for myself. I've seen people like slather their faces in oil before they dermaplane, but I like to do this on just dry, clean skin. So that was super easy to put together. I literally haven't done this since like pre-pregnancy. So I'm fully expecting to see a mustache come off. And just doing YouTube and doing these videos where you can see my face so clearly and everything, I've been so humbled. I'm like, yo, I have a mustache. It's not that bad, but it's just like, I'm ready to get rid of that. Oh, I've got some sideburns. I'm excited. We have to get rid of all this. This is gonna be satisfying, I hope. It's already so much. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have worn the lip gloss because now these little hairs are gonna stick to my lips. Oh, that's so crazy. There's so much hair over here. So crazy how much smoother my skin feels, especially like my cheeks. Wow, I had a lot of peach fuzz on there. Don't be like me and nick yourself. I was trying to be careful, which means this next step might burn a little bit. But I still want to do it. Now I'm going to use a gentle BHA. BHAs are the ones that you can think of as the ones that go deep down inside the pore and loosen all the gunk up in there and help actually clean out your pores. Because shaving is a form of exfoliation, it's like a literal physical exfoliation of the skin. My pores are, you know, they're pretty out in the open and they can take in dirt, they can take in oil. You're very vulnerable to getting a breakout after like shaving your face or exfoliating your face, because things can start to get down into your skin. I just shaved off the surface area of my skin, and part of that barrier that protects my skin from like the dirt and the oils and the bad things from getting in it. So this BHA is gonna go down and help keep my pores clean. Press this in gently. This is the first BHA that I've begun using postpartum. I avoided BHAs all throughout pregnancy. You know, there's so many other options. I just stayed away from them. I use things like lactic acid and really gentle AHAs. This feels really nice on the skin. Now that we're all done with that, we are nice and glowy, we're nice and smooth. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do my DIY lashes. Those definitely make me feel very girly. Give me a few days of like, I woke up like this vibes. I will pop up a video where I go through the whole process of how I put them on. I'm gonna use my Glamnetic Bond like I normally do, but I have a different pair of Amazon lashes today. I've actually never used these, but they look like they will do the job. They're just some lash trios. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on and come right back. Okay, lashes are on. I also put some brow gel through my eyebrows. Now that my skincare has had a moment to sink in, I'm gonna put on some SPF 2, especially because I dermaplane. So my skin is just very vulnerable right now. So we wanna protect it from the sun. I'm right in front of the window, and although it is a super, super cloudy day, it doesn't matter if it's cloudy, it doesn't matter if it's raining, it doesn't matter if it's winter, if it's cold. Always wear your SPF, y'all. And I'm actually gonna try a new one today. This is kind of risky, but this one is from Cetaphil. They actually just sent me some goodies. I personally haven't had a chance to get into their line, but I see them, I see people using them all the time. This is their Healthy Renew Day Cream. It's an SPF 30 and it looks like it's got peptides in there. I rubbed some of this on the top of my hand before filming today and it just looked beautiful. We're gonna try it out. I really want to incorporate more SPFs into my get ready with me's and all my skincare content so that you guys can also see the range and the options for these because they're important and you should have one. Oh, this is so nice. This is a beautiful texture. We are, I guess, gonna find out how this one sits under makeup, but it glides on the skin. Like if I didn't know any better, I think that this is like a luxury skincare product. The glow. It doesn't have any fragrance that I'm picking up. And if anything, it seems like it's gonna be a really nice base for our makeup. So my little scrapes have had a chance to calm down, but this is not irritating those or stinging those at all. So this is very nice. Okay, I'm gonna let this do its thing and absorb a little bit while we work on my eyebrows. Today's video has been in the spirit of self-care. This past week, I've really just been I could do better. Let's just put it like that. I can do better. I do have a full video on how I do my eyebrows. I'm not gonna focus too much on the steps, but right now I'm just gonna carve them out with concealer. But yeah, some days I just don't get myself ready like at all. And I barely eat. I barely do anything to acknowledge that I have a body and that I am a person. I just chase after my kids and stare into my phone and doom scroll and stress out and refresh my emails over and over again. And just the way that I go into survival mode is I really just disassociate from my body and from like my literal physical needs because my mind is just too busy and my anxiety is driving. Literally in a survival situation, your body disregards like feelings like hunger and stuff because you've got that like adrenaline and you're focused on like the threat. I don't doubt that me always being a very thin little skinny girl had I think that has had something to do with my very intense anxiety and my state of being in survival mode and deprioritizing like literal eating. Self-care to me, it really goes back to those like basics. Doing things like that, like splashing my face and doing a quick skincare routine, taking a quick shower, you know, inconveniencing myself to do those things, it really is worth it. And I really need to do that more because those are the things that like really ground me and make me feel stable, bring me out of my head and into a present moment of like acknowledging myself. And for me, and I think for a lot of moms or a lot of women, that it's easier to just go with the flow and deprioritize that stuff for yourself until it's like you're having a freaking breakdown. But you know, I speak with some exaggeration and sometimes I don't, but it's something I'm aware of. It's something I am working on. Some seasons it's worse than others, but you know, when it goes unchecked, it gets bad. It's one of those core things I grew up doing. Those are the hardest habits to kick. Anastasia Beverly Hills sent me a box, like a heavy box full of PR. I'm so excited. I'm using some stuff from them today, but they sent me a brand new brow wiz. It's been so long since I've had a brow wiz from them, but I have medium browns. This is a lighter shade, so I'm hoping it meshes well with my lighter hair. Brows are on. I really do like that shade, that medium brown shade. Let's get into some foundation. Today I'm going to use the Lancome Care and Glow foundation. Oh, this actually has SPF 27 in it too. This is a really beautiful foundation. I've only worn it like once or twice and I really like it. And it's like, it's so hard to get around to all my products and use them as much as I want to, because like I said, most days I'm not actually wearing makeup. I'm not actually like using my stuff. I have the shade 335W and I'm excited to see how this looks with my skin all like smooth. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. So pretty. I hope this is showing up on camera the way I see it because I'm just like in heaven right now. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I always do that. When I'm excited to get my foundation on, I forget to color correct around my mouth. I also never do this, but I'm gonna try like bringing my foundation down my neck a little bit today. I'm going to use my Lancome concealer in 260 as well, just in those areas that I mentioned. I like to just like clean up the shape of my lips, like a flesh tone shade. Also get that extra coverage in those like more red areas. This is sitting on my skin so beautifully. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, I really like that foundation. Just gonna moisturize our lips with the Tower 28 SOS Lip Softy, just the original version. This one smells like vanilla. It's so nice. So excited. I really want to do my makeup like kind of like Snatch today. Not like over the top, but just like very intentional. Like I'm trying to really like bring out my facial features. So I'm gonna use a contour shade. I want to try to like cut it right under my cheekbones and really just like contour, but like softly, but like enough to like do something. You know what I mean? I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty Swedish. I keep seeing videos like on my For You and stuff, and just like I keep seeing this conversation happening right now that says that influencers are dying. I have a lot of thoughts on it that I'm still kind of like gathering and refining, but it's interesting because kind of everybody's in the conversation, obviously. Like influencers are chiming in to defend themselves, and it's usually the ones who care to defend themselves because they care how they do their job. And on the other side of this, a lot of people who are making the videos by definition are content creators too, because they're making a video, they're uploading it, and they're bashing influencers while they are doing a form of influencing themselves. It's always so ironic to me. Even the de-influencing trend is a form of influencing because they're trying to sway you away from something versus towards something, but they're still trying to persuade you to adapt the opinion that they are sharing with you. So I always think like there's so much, those conversations are always so complicated, and I feel like they're rarely really explored on like in a balanced and nuanced way. People always come like really hot-headed with like these really strong opinions on things. Specifically with this like influencers are dying thing. Real quick, I got some bronzers from ABH. I'm so excited. These are their cream bronzers, and I have the shades Sunkissed and Caramel, and I haven't even opened these. But yeah, while I try to open this, long story short, I don't believe that influencers are dying, and I don't think that they will. This is Caramel. I just think that people are really starting to reject the way that influencing has been done since it started, and a lot of the themes and like a lot of the behaviors that influencers have and the way that they're running their platforms, like people are really sick of it, and they're sick of consuming content in a certain way, presented in a certain way. And I don't blame you guys. You know, when I'm not making my videos, I'm watching other people's videos and I'm consuming content too, and I'm sick of the same shit, you know? This is Sunkissed. So Sunkissed is lighter than Caramel. Sunkissed, Caramel. I guess it just depends. Well, I think Sunkissed is actually pretty light. Yeah, that's gonna be too light for me. So we're gonna use Caramel. I think that if I do like really dig into this topic, it would be a separate video, but I just wanna say like, the same things that annoy you guys annoys me. If I get too much in my head about that stuff and all I think about is how much people like generally hate influencers and creators, it makes me like get too much in my head, and then I don't want to show up. What's shitty about that is it's like projecting that hate onto me and making me lump myself in with all the influencers that are just those really bad examples. You should just be really picky about the creators that, you know, the communities that we're in with these creators, people that we follow and support, because you like vote on this stuff with your support, who's doing a good job, who's managing their platform responsibly, influencing people for the better, or being a positive space on the internet. Not everybody is. So I get it. That was a bit of a tangent. I'm sorry. But I just keep seeing those, oh, this is pretty. I just keep seeing those videos everywhere, and I'm like, man, I don't even bother to like comment or say anything. The tone of those conversations and those comment sections are so negative. I freaking love this. This is such a good shade for me. But yeah, I don't, I'm not about to speak for everybody. A lot of people aren't doing this well. Well, not as in they're not successful, because they are massively successful, but they're not doing it well as in they're not doing it responsibly, or they're doing it for the wrong reasons, and it's pretty clear. Strangely, they still manage to be very successful. I think it's actually harder to be successful in this when you're trying to be really genuine. I love that so much. I think the skin, the complexion is looking incredible. Ooh, I hope that's coming through on camera. I hope it is. Wow, nobody talks about this cream bronzer though. What the heck? I'm talking about it now. They also sent me their concealer, which I really love. I have had this concealer before, but I had a shade that was super yellow, and so I kind of stopped using it. I have gotten a new shade from them. This is shade 6. I think I used to have shade 7. So let's try out shade 6 of the Magic Touch Concealer. Or should I blush first? I think I want to blush first. It's crazy that I don't even have concealer on, because the way I contoured and bronzed, like the light and the depth is in all the right places on my face already. If you told me I had concealer on already, I'd be like, yeah, okay. I wouldn't clock that. Girl, we got some blushes. This is their stick blush. I had the shade Latte, which is like a beigey neutral pink, and I love that shade. They sent me another one, but they sent me 3 shades I've never seen before. So let's open these up and see what they look like. We have Bubblegum, Pink Dahlia, Soft Rose, and then Latte, the one that I mentioned that I have. If you can hear my son, he's playing. I'm gonna use Soft Rose because this was stunning. This was so pretty. Put it a little bit more towards the front of my face. I think it makes my cheekbones pop a little bit more. I just like what it does. This is so pretty. But yeah, girl, those are the kind of things that have been passing through my mind, and I've just been trying to read my Bible, and also got the Bible on like Audible so I can listen to it, and I'm just getting it how I can. I just really want to like stabilize and ground myself in the right thoughts and in the right place. I get my heart right, get my mind right, and I think that everything I do out of that clarity is gonna be right. A big part of that is like in the midst of all this negativity, just general negativity that I'm kind of catching as a creator, trying to remember and realign with like why I really do this. And even though it kind of gets scarier under that pressure to show up like really authentically, it's that much more important to continue to do that. For the few people who comment on my videos and who message me and who interact with me, and I can tell that my content really helps them or connects with them in some way, that makes it all worth it, I swear. Especially in this season that I'm in, where it's socially just very bare for me, and I don't really have that like social support and comfort around me. This parasocial relationship, it goes both ways for me. It really does. So I appreciate the way you guys show up for me, the same way that I really try to show up for you. And I hope that the way I feel comes through my content. I'm remembering how good this concealer is. Like I said, I want to be slightly snatural. So I'm going to let the concealer dry down a little bit. I want to get some coverage out of it, and I know it will. I know it will. This is a good shade. So I'm just blending out like the harsh edges of it, and I'm gonna really let it sit where it was placed otherwise. So good. Oh my gosh. More blush. I want more. I mean, come on. You see the material. The makeup therapy is giving what it needed to give. It's giving what it needed to give to this tired mama. Now just gonna press in our concealer with a sponge. Flawless. You guys, I was so excited when I got those gifts from ABH because I stan ABH. And they're a brand that I had to post content for like 2 years before I got my first comment from them on my videos. But just I've been buying their products, I've been tagging their products, I've been trying to get a hold of them, like, you know, like, and I had just kind of finally came to a place where I'm like, they're not going to reply to me. They're not going to see what I'm posting. And I finally got a hold of them. They finally noticed me. I love it. I love it. Okay, little things like that, like, they really motivate me. They get me like excited all over again. And the flowers that are behind me too, they're kind of wilting, but they were sent from Ulta. Like the Ulta, they sent me freaking flowers for Mother's Day and a gift card. And I was like, how do they even know who I am? You know, like there's so much in the midst of all the things that I could complain about and where I'm not yet, things that I haven't attained yet, the things I don't have yet, for just as much and then some, I can match that with things that I'm really grateful for and I'm really excited about, and things that I wish I had a year ago, 2 years ago. So that's just kind of the place that I've been trying to keep myself, thinking things like that are a form of self-care because it just like rebalances my perspective. Now I'm going to use ABH's loose setting powder, and I have the shade Vanilla, which I actually think will be a really good brightening shade for me. If you see creasing already happening or the concealer is caught in like your expression lines or fine lines, just get that blended out before you even go in. Oh, yes. Yes. That is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Oh. It's the little things. I don't know how long it's been, but you need to go get your makeup out and just play with it. When I was doing my lashes, I opened up Apple Music. I didn't even know that Georgia Smith had a new album, but I started playing it right away. The first song, I was like, oh yeah, I found me some new music after 100 years. That's the other thing that's been happening with me. Since I've been like getting closer to God and like finally pursuing that, like a relationship with God, I can't listen to any of my music anymore. None of it sounds good. It's all like not sitting well with me. I have this like radar of like ungodliness. It's been pinging me. It's been not letting me ignore it when I need to stop like consuming something, and it's been making my music really hard to vibe with. It's like really weird the way that everything is shifting around that and around being postpartum. Like so much is changing. This is bright. I love it though. I was just saying in my last video how I want a really good brightening shade. Now I'm going to probably just go ahead and do a powder bronze to set the cream bronze, and I'm going to use this Smashbox Halo palette. Softly go over the places I did cream bronze. Love it. Let's do some setting spray. And I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. This is one of my absolute favorite setting sprays. This was one of their Lunar New Year bottles, and it's so pretty. I'm gonna be so sad when it's empty. Just refreshing our blush a bit. I think, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I wanna say this is about to be my new favorite blush. Cause what the heck? What? Now let's do a lip. I know you're ready for me to finish this video. We're going to do ABH on the lip, and I'm so excited. Again, I'm so excited about all this stuff. New liquid lip, it's called Lip Velvet, and this is the shade Kiss, and I'm using their lip liner, and I love their lip liners. I have a few of them already in Dusty Rose. I feel like the lip liner shade really complements the blush. Let's try the Lip Velvet. Don't smack your lips together after you apply it. Almost did it again. What a pretty lip combo. Lastly, I'm going to add the Fenty Demi Glow highlighter in the shade Prosecco. This is a pretty like champagne color, and using their highlighter brush for this too. I just can't even help it. I always love putting these on my eyes. This look was really matte, but that just gave it like so much light and glow. one final spritz of setting spray. And that is the finished look. That was definitely the beauty therapy I needed. Thanks so much for hanging out and listening today. If any of these products caught your eye, you know I got you. Always have them linked down in the description for you. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below about this look, about the stuff we talked about. As always, friend, thank you so much for watching, especially all the way to the very end. You definitely didn't have to, but you did. And your support means a lot. If you haven't already, give this video a like, consider subscribing. I'd love for you to join our little community here where I make videos all about beauty and real life, and it would be great to see you next week. Okay, friend, I'll see you next time. Bye.